Hello my dear farming friends. When I got home from work today I saw that Marvelous had posted something very interesting, which is more information on both the latest and the upcoming update for Story of Seasons Pioneers of Olive Town. So with this video I want to quickly go over the patch notes and tell you about everything you can expect to come. Patch 104 is live right now, and when you start the game you should be prompted to update it. This update improves the game's performance by shortening the loading times, which is always a nice addition. Other than that, they fix some bugs like save data becoming corrupt after an animal is born. Okay. Or being able to create infinite items under certain conditions. Why did I not know about any of this? Anyway, on the game's title screen they've also added the language settings under options. I think there's a small issue with the display of the version number though. I mean, I've just updated the game and as you can see on the top right, it shows that I'm on version 103, yet I can see the language settings under the options without any issues. I kinda want to know if I'm the only one with this though, so if you can let me know in the comments down below if you have this issue or not, it's greatly appreciated. This update was not the best news though, because Marvelous is currently working hard on version update 105, which brings us some very exciting changes. So let's go over those patch notes quickly. First up, they're adding more dialogue for the residents of Olive Town. The current dialogue is really bland and alternates between one-liners and talking about upcoming or past events. It feels cold, it feels distant, so I'm really hoping they will give everyone some personality with this change. Next up, they are changing the makers. Now this is what we've all been waiting for. In case you don't know why this is needed, let me just play a short clip from one of my earlier videos. Love them or hate them, these machines are needed to turn basic materials into crafting and building materials. You will be using them a lot, and I really mean a lot. The concept is simple, you put in your basic materials, like iron ore, and a couple of in-game hours later it is done and you can collect your new material, which in this case is an iron ingot. The problem with these machines is that you can only add one item at a time, while most upgrades require multiple of these building materials. So yeah, Marvelous has mentioned that they will be changing makers to be able to create multiple items at once. They haven't told us how many we'll be able to add just yet, but it's probably going to work something like this. Instead of being able to create 5 iron ores to create 1 iron ingot, you will now be able to add, let's say, 20 of them to create 4 ingots. I'm pretty sure a single ingot will take 2 in-game hours, but if you wait 8 hours you can collect all 4 of them at once. In other words, it will still take the same amount of time to create the different items, but seeing as you don't have to restock the maker so many times, it saves you a lot of time and frustration, and you can probably even get rid of a few makers. Now if they do decide to adjust the time it takes to craft an item, it'll be a whole different story as you will essentially only need 1 maker for each type of item, but I really doubt they will go this route as it can really shake up the progression of the game and probably shorten the playtime for a lot of people. Are makers perfect after this update? No, not yet. For instance, I'd really like to be able to place the makers indoors or at least be able to place them on a custom path, but for now it's definitely a huge step in the right direction. Another change they will make is to improve the visuals during eating scenes. Now I'm not 100% sure what this will entail, but if you go to the cafe or hotel to order food, it's always the same scene and even worse, the very same dish. I'd like to get some tea today. Here, have a fish. Can I have the Neapolitan pasta? Here you go, fish. Hey miss, I'm kind of allergic to fish, so could I please get some pancakes? Thanks for waiting, here is your fish. So yeah, I expect them to at least change the dish shown on the table, but we'll have to wait for the update to know for sure. Locking movement in a straight line can really help out with farming and mining. The remake of Friends of Mineral Town already had this and it felt really good. And not gonna lie, when I started playing Pioneers of Olive Town it did feel off at the start, but I did end up getting used to it. It's a nice quality of life addition to say the least. Cooking will also be changed by adjusting cooking times. When you cook a dish right now, it doesn't matter if you're cooking some sweet pescatore to conquer Emilio's heart or just make some tea to drink, it always takes 30 minutes of in-game time, and honestly this is one of my biggest pet peeves with the game. They've added so many recipes that you can create, but if you start cooking at all, the day passes by before you even know it. They didn't specify what the change will actually be, but I'm hoping that they either lower the cooking time for all dishes, allow you to create multiple portions of the same dish within the existing 30 minutes, or adjust the cooking time based on the dish itself. The final change included in the future patch is to remove the need of pressing the A button when moving from indoors to outdoors, which is okay, I guess. Honestly, it never really bothered me, but it can make the experience a bit smoother. So yeah, all in all, this is very exciting news for the game. Aside from the performance issues, the lack of dialogue and the annoying maker system is what people have been most vocal about. This shows that Marvelous listens to the community and wants to make the game better over time, which I can really appreciate them doing. As mentioned before, 104 is alive right now, and 105, which includes most of the exciting changes, has only been announced and will be released later. I don't think I'm going to make a new video about it when it drops, because we've just talked about everything that will be included in there. But if there are any more significant updates or content announcements, I will do my best to keep you all informed. Now, I'm curious to hear what you all think about the upcoming changes and what other things you want Marvelous to change in future updates. Please let me know in the comments down below and let's talk about it. You can also check my channel for an in-depth review of this game and some handy guides to get started in Pioneers of Aleftown. That's all I wanted to share with you today. I hope you have a great time playing this game, and as always, I want to thank you all for watching, and until next time.